Have you ever felt like something is changing profoundly in the world around you? What events, energies, and even your own way of seeing life are different? We are living in a unique moment in the history of humanity, a period that not only challenges our beliefs, but invites us to evolve. That's the big moment of Ascension, where darkness loses space to light and a new earth begins to emerge. This moment directly impacts your life, your choices, and the future you are helping to co-create without even realizing it. So, get ready to connect with deep truths and reflections that can change the way you live. The new earth is already being born. The question is, are you ready to be part of it? Welcome to the Eye of the Soul channel. We live in an extraordinary moment of planetary transformation, marked by the arrival of crystalline light. This cosmic event is unique and offers humanity the opportunity to expand its consciousness and vibrate at higher frequencies. Crystalline light is a pure energy, loaded with Christic and regenerating intentions, which directly influences our planet and all the beings that inhabit it. It is a transition cycle that invites us to abandon old patterns and embrace a new reality based on light and love. Fear, however, still plays a significant role in this changing scenario. Forces that resist ascension use fear as a weapon to manipulate people and keep them trapped in denser vibrations. It is common to see this fear being fueled by sensationalist narratives, often propagated by traditional media outlets and social networks. This manipulation, based on disinformation, seeks to divert humanity from the path of light. Therefore, it is essential to understand that feeding feelings of fear weakens our personal power and impedes our spiritual evolution. The more we connect with the crystalline light and allow it to guide our choices, the more we strengthen our ability to discern what is true and high. This light not only illuminates our path, but also acts as an antidote to fear. Crystalline light teaches us that transformation begins within each of us. It expands our ability to see beyond the veil of illusions and promotes a profound process of healing and liberation. This prepares us for a new earth, where harmony, peace, and expanded consciousness predominate. To walk this path, it is essential to disconnect from external sources that promote chaos and connect with the high energies of crystalline light. Only in this way can we consciously co-create a new reality based on ascension and universal love. One of the most striking aspects of this moment of planetary ascension is the end of negative extra-physical forces. For a long time, these entities worked behind the scenes, influencing the vibrations of humanity and perpetuating cycles of fear and suffering. However, in a decisive move, these forces were removed from the Earth plane. This event paved the way for an energetic renewal that enables the regeneration of the planet and individuals. Still, the work of these forces has not been completely eliminated. Its last representatives, now incarnated in human bodies, continue to operate within systems and structures that resist light. These people, often called dark workers, use strategies based on manipulation, power, and the spread of fear. Its goal is to slow Earth's transition, but its impact is increasingly weakening. The elimination of extra-physical forces represents a significant victory for collective spiritual progress. This does not mean that the challenges have ended, but rather that the densest barriers have been overcome. Now it is up to each individual to exercise their free will and align themselves with the light, resisting the negative influences that still remain on the physical plane. The current moment requires greater discernment. It is essential to realize that power structures that try to manipulate people are in decline. With the absence of extra-physical forces, humanity has the opportunity to take control of its destiny without external interference and move towards collective ascension. The planetary transition is a call for everyone to choose their position. Follow the path of fear, fed by old narratives, or receive the light which leads to liberation and evolution. With negative forces disintegrated, the universe invites us to focus on our personal transformation and the co-creation of a new Earth. The transformation that humanity is experiencing at this moment does not depend on external forces, but on a deep internal process. Each individual is the primary agent of their own spiritual evolution, and ascension begins within each of us. It is a call for us to take responsibility for our journey, recognizing that we are co-creators of our reality, and a new Earth global or collective change is often expected to come from external leaders or events. However, true change manifests itself when each person looks within and identifies patterns, beliefs, and behaviors that need to be transformed. This process requires courage to face internal shadows, release hurts, and overcome fears that keep us stuck in repetitive cycles. The new Earth, so widely mentioned in Ascension texts, is a reflection of the individual choices we make daily. Every act of love, kindness, and compassion contributes to building this new world. On the other hand, resistance to change and remaining in obsolete standards delay both our personal and collective evolution. To initiate this change, it is essential to cultivate practices of self-knowledge, like reflection and connection with nature. These practices help align our frequency with the energies of crystalline light, which are more intense and accessible than ever before. The internal process of transformation is amplified by this light, which guides us in healing wounds and expanding consciousness. Ultimately, ascension is a personal choice. There is no single path or fixed rules, but there is a universal truth. Change begins in the heart of each being. By transforming ourselves internally, we help transform the world around us, creating a space where light and love can flourish. The arrival of crystalline light on the planet marks a turning point in the evolution of humanity. This highly vibrational and purified energy carries a Christic frequency that transforms all aspects of life. It penetrates every living being, promoting the expansion of consciousness and catalyzing a healing process that goes far beyond what can be perceived superficially. Crystalline light has the power to awaken dormant areas of human consciousness. It leads us to question old thought patterns, limiting beliefs and memories that no longer serve our spiritual growth. With its presence, we begin to see life from a broader perspective, understanding the interconnection between all things and our essential role in the great divine plan. This light also plays a crucial role in healing. Traumas that previously seemed inaccessible begin to emerge to be transmuted. Crystalline energy works deeply to release emotional and spiritual blockages, allowing people to free themselves from burdens accumulated over a lifetime. This process can be intense, but it is necessary for us to move forward. Furthermore, crystalline light invites us to a state of presence and alignment with our greater purpose. It encourages us to live authentically and in harmony with universal laws. This energy, by expanding our consciousness, helps us realize that we are more than isolated individuals. We are parts of a larger, constantly evolving whole. The impact of crystalline light on humanity is a reminder that we are in a unique moment of planetary regeneration. By welcoming this light into our lives, we allow it to guide us on the path of ascension, connecting us with our true potential and with the divine essence that resides within each of us. One of the most challenging stages of ascension is facing the traumas and memories we carry, both in this life and in past experiences. These fragments of pain, often unconscious, continue to influence our choices and attitudes. The crystalline light, by intensifying its presence, brings these dormant energies to the surface, creating opportunities for them to be identified, understood, and released. Much of the fear and insecurity we face today has its roots in deep soul records. These memories may be associated with traumatic experiences from previous lives, ancestral conflicts, or even painful events in this lifetime. Although they may seem overwhelming, they represent a call to healing and overcoming. Recognizing these memories is the first step to transcending them. The work of healing is not simple, but it is transformative. It requires patience, self-compassion, and meditation practices, energy therapies, or even reflective writing. Connecting with ancestry is also a powerful way to understand inherited patterns and interrupt cycles of pain. In doing so, we liberate not only ourselves but also future generations. Releasing these negative memories does not mean forgetting them, but giving them new meaning. It is a process of transmutation in which painful experiences are converted into learning and growth. This strengthens us and prepares us to vibrate at higher frequencies, aligned with the energy of ascension. By facing our traumas and memories, we allow the light to penetrate even deeper into our essence. This internal work is fundamental to achieving plenitude and harmony, which are the hallmarks of a life in tune with the new earth. The courage to face our shadows is what allows us to walk lightly towards the future we are co-creating. In times of ascension, discernment becomes an essential skill to guide through the great flow of information to which we are exposed daily. The crystalline light calls us to seek the truth, but to do so, it is necessary to develop the ability to differentiate content that raises consciousness from those that feed fear and confusion. Traditional and social media often convey manipulated information designed to divert humanity from its evolutionary path. Sensationalist narratives aim to perpetuate chaos and misinformation. News based on fear, polarization, or the exacerbation of internal and external conflicts weakens people's vibration and keeps them trapped in dense frequencies. This is because fear is one of the lowest and most easily exploited emotional states by systems that resist ascension. Discernment begins with conscious attention. It is important to reflect on the source of the information and question the intentions behind its content. Messages that promote peace, love, upliftment, and inspiration are often aligned with crystal light energies. On the other hand, content that generates anguish, doubt, and negativity can be signs of manipulation. Cultivating the habit of seeking the truth requires connecting with your intuition and your own internal wisdom. Practices such as silence and introspection help to fine-tune this perception. When we align ourselves with the light, our ability to discern becomes sharper, allowing us to clearly identify what is real and constructive. It is essential to remember that control of the narrative over our lives is in our hands. By carefully selecting what we consume and rejecting information that does not resonate with our soul, we strengthen our vibration and contribute to the building of the new earth. Despite the transformative energies that are available at this planetary moment, each individual decides, based on free will, whether they wish to walk the path of light or remain in old patterns. This process does not depend on third parties, spiritual leaders, or external events, but on each person's internal willingness to embrace change and seek spiritual elevation. Resistance to change is one of the main obstacles to ascension. Many feel comfortable in their habits and beliefs, even when they don't promote growth. Still others fear the unknown, which makes them hesitant to abandon old paradigms. However, remaining stagnant is actually delaying the process of evolution itself. The call to the light requires courage to face fears, break with the past, and open up to the new. Choosing ascension means aligning thoughts, emotions, and actions with the frequency of light. This implies living more consciously, adopting practices that promote personal and collective well-being. Small daily choices, such as cultivating gratitude, kindness, and respect, have a significant impact on raising personal vibration and contributing to creating a more harmonious reality. It is important to understand that each individual follows their own pace. There is no rush or competition in the spiritual journey. What matters is the intention and commitment to internal transformation. Those who choose the light notice, over time, a greater connection to their life purpose and a sense of peace and fulfillment. Individual ascension is an essential piece of the New Earth puzzle. As more people choose this path, the collective impact intensifies, accelerating the planetary transition. Every choice counts, and choosing light is the first step to co-creating a future based on love, unity, and spiritual evolution. The ascension journey is full of challenges that require courage, perseverance, and above all, personal responsibility. At this time of planetary transition, humanity faces both internal and external obstacles, with each individual called upon to take on the role of protagonist in their own transformation. There are no shortcuts to evolution. It depends on conscious choices and the commitment to face challenges with determination. Internally, challenges manifest as dense emotions, limiting patterns, and deep fears. These barriers, often loaded with past lives or ancestry, emerge to be recognized and transmuted. It's an intense process, but absolutely necessary. Facing these shadows requires self-knowledge and a willingness to change, breaking cycles that no longer serve our growth. On the external plane, we face systems and structures that resist the light, seeking to maintain control through manipulation and fear. These challenges may seem overwhelming, but they exist to test our faith and resilience. By understanding that we are co-creators of our reality, we can transform these adversities into opportunities to strengthen our connection with the light. Personal responsibility is the key element in this journey. We cannot blame external forces or expect others to lead us to ascension. Each of us carries within us the ability to change and positively influence the world around us. Taking on this responsibility is an act of empowerment, which puts us in control of our own evolution. The challenges of ascension are invitations for us to become higher versions of ourselves. They teach us valuable lessons and prepare us to vibrate at higher frequencies. By taking responsibility for our transformation and facing obstacles with confidence, we align ourselves with divine purpose and contribute to the regeneration of the planet. Positive thinking is a powerful practice on the ascension journey. It shapes our reality and determines the vibrational frequency at which we operate. At this time of planetary transition, where higher energies are available, cultivating positive thoughts and intentions is essential to align with the crystalline light and co-create the new Earth. This practice not only benefits the individual, but also influences the collective, promoting a more harmonious energy field. The quality of the thoughts we cultivate daily has a direct impact on our emotions and actions. When we nurture thoughts of trust, love, and gratitude, we raise our vibration and become more receptive to the Christic energies that are intensifying the process of planetary transformation. On the other hand, thoughts of fear, doubt, and negativity lower our frequency and disconnect us from our true potential. Adopting a positive outlook does not mean ignoring challenges or denying life's difficulties. On the contrary, it is a conscious choice to see possibilities and solutions even in the face of adversity. This practice requires effort and self-perception, especially in times of crisis, but it strengthens resilience and emotional balance. Positive thinking is also directly linked to trust in the divine plan. By believing that every experience has a purpose and that we are always being guided toward our highest good, we release anxieties and fears that prevent us from moving forward. This trust creates a solid foundation for us to co-create a reality that aligns with our highest values and desires. The power of positive thinking is reflected in the reality we build. When we emanate energies of hope and love, we contribute to the creation of a world where these same values are manifested. By making positive thinking a habit, we strengthen our role as co-creators of the new Earth and take firm steps toward ascension. The final destination of the ascension journey is the regeneration of the planet and the elevation of humanity to a new vibrational frequency. The Earth is going through a transition cycle that will culminate in a state of balance, harmony, and light. This regenerated future is the result of the collective effort and individual choices of each being who chooses to accept transformation and align with Christic energies. New Earth is a space of high vibration, where duality gives way to unity and unconditional love. This state is not a separate physical place, but a reality co-created by those working to transcend old patterns of fear and negativity. Ascension invites us to release the past and let go of narratives that no longer serve our highest purpose. Trusting the divine plan is essential to reach this destination. Despite the challenges and uncertainties, it is important to remember that regeneration is already underway and that each choice towards light strengthens the process. Faith in the perfect unfolding of ascension helps us overcome obstacles and stay focused on the greater purpose. Releasing fears and old narratives is a fundamental step. These dense energies, when maintained, delay evolution and create barriers to spiritual progress. However, by releasing these burdens, we open space for healing, expansion of consciousness, and reconnection with the divine essence that dwells within each of us. The ultimate destination of light and regeneration is, above all, a journey of reconnection with who we really are, spiritual beings living an earthly experience. By co-creating the new Earth, we are not only fulfilling our role in the great universal plan, but also building a legacy of love, peace, and wholeness for future generations.